I haven't been able to make a video in a while because I'm in the middle of moving. I've got to move my whole collection. My divorce is going to be final this week, so I got stuff boxed up everywhere and I'm taking stuff apart. And I got some books I'll show, so let's check it out. Hey, thanks for checking out my comics closet. I'm Lynn, and yes, I think my divorce is final. It should be by the end of the week. So I'm moving. I just showed you the whole mess I got going, but I'm gonna do one last video here because I've got some books I want to show, and I got another video in the can that I could not get to upload for like the last month, and then the other day I did it in the morning just for some random reason. It uploaded into my photos, so now I'm gonna get that put out. Hopefully, tomorrow night, next week, by the end of this week. It is from the Night's Hall show, I believe, which was in like the middle of 1st of January, second week of January or something. I'll have to look it up. I'll see. But anyway, and I haven't been to any other shows since. There was a show February 7th, I think, which was a Warren Elk show, which I missed. And there's another one coming up, I think the 7th of March, a couple weeks, which I'm probably not going to make it to because I'm going to be in the middle of moving. And actually the Fantasticon is in Toledo. It's at the like Glass Civic Hall or something. I don't know. Glass Center. But anyway, I'm not going to make it to that because that's the weekend I'm supposed to actually be moved out. So I'm going to be in the process. Hopefully maybe a lot of stuff moved. So the next show I'm going to go to is probably going to be the Detroit Comic Book and Toy Show, which is the 7th of April. I'm going to need a break by then. So we can go to the show, maybe grab a couple books, and hopefully I'll have my stuff. Maybe I got a house I'm looking at. I found on, I don't know what it was, realtor.com, but I drove up there today, which is about 40 minutes north of where I'm at, up near Flint. And so I may just call the realtor tomorrow and see if I can go check that out. Because it's a house I can buy for cash. It needs some work. It's not in the greatest area, but it's just someplace I need, at least temporary, so I can store my books. It's got a great big garage. Also, there's the Motor City Comic Con is coming up in May like 14th, 15th, 16th, or something like that. Anyway, save the date for that. Yeah, anyway, so I'm going to show these books I got from my LCS, Comic Corner. I've got like 4 of these things I've been putting together after I pick them all up. Oh, I showed this, I think, in my last one, right? The Superman, Spider-Man thing. I just haven't moved it but I did just put all my other Treasury editions away. So I'll put that in where they are because I got a pretty good spot for them. But so anyway, yeah, my local comic shop, Comic Corner, one in Rochester Hills, one in Fraser. Check it out. Join the club, 25% off all your new books. So, of course, I grabbed one of those, DC Connect, which is the preview book for DC. I think these are order the books for April. Yeah, April 2026. That's the front part. That's the back, the new Dynamite Wrestling. You know, a lot of comic people are into wrestling, right? And then Godzilla Infinity Roar, #1. Spider-Man on the cover though. And Avengers 35, which is like a big group cover. Look at it and see how many of the Avengers you can name. And then Uncanny X-Men 23, spooky looking cover. And Wolverine 15. Heads in the scopes. They're almost like floating heads, but they're like in the sights. There are several covers that have people in the sights, especially most famous would be ASM 129, right? Spidey's in the sights on that one, but I've seen several covers. I think I have a couple put away that are very similar. Circles with the heads in them in the sights or in the scope of an assassin. So this is Amazing Spider-Man 21. Pretty good looking, looks like a Johnny Romita Jr. cover. And that's all the Marvel stuff that was in my box that week. What is March 24th, which is my birthday, so the 25th. So we go back to what, the 18th, the 11th. So it would be like the 3rd, right? February 3rd. These were Walking Dead Deluxe, number 130. Oh, and this must be the Whisperers. You guys are hiding in the ditch there while the Whisperers walk by. And the Scorched, number 48. These are always great covers. Does it say who did these? And Lion? I don't know. Doesn't say that on the cover, but oh. And then Spawn 372. That's a cool looking cover. Get through a little bit without them falling over. And oh, and I grabbed these. These are actually off the rack. That, like I say, has either movies, TV, novels, things like that. Books related to that, I think, is what that rack is. And I bought this because it's the Terminator #1, a Dynamite book. Santa Claus is Coming to Town, which is the Terminator with a Santa hat on. And he's pulling a big bag of his toys, weapons. And this is another one, I think, was another Christmas one. Oh no, this is off. The reader rack. This is Night City, a Dark Horse book. Night City #1, Flux House, it says. But it's a pretty, dynamic looking cover. And if you look down here, there's tentacles. It looks like some tentacles with suckers on them. And a lot of people collect tentacle covers. I have a few. Well, here we go. Dork #1. I did grab one of these, and I haven't even looked at it yet. I was grabbing stuff off the Discerning Reader rack, and I saw Dork. I had heard a little bit about it, never really paid much attention, but it was the last one. That was the last one on the shelf at my LCS, and I grabbed it. So I have a Dork #1. It's perfect. Never been touched. So I probably should send it in and get it graded, right? Okay, that makes me feel good that I did find that. I knew I had it, but I was kind of looking through some of these boxes. I was thinking I might have already shown it, I guess, in that last video. So anyway, that's anything from that week. So this would be from the 11th, I believe. Which I always go get my books in these. These aren't bag and boarded, so I gotta be careful. Oh, I grabbed the Comic Shop News. I would grab one of these. I got a couple of them. They're just little newspapers. Talk about what's coming up. This is for February 11th. That's what it says. I believe that's when this was. And the books are here. So now I don't have them in any particular order because they're in this bag. I've got like a full short box of bags and boards. So let me kind of look through here real quick. I may have to edit. Actually, I don't know. I think they might do it. Let's check it out. First thing I got, as I believe was February 11th, is this Alien versus Captain America #4. Crazy looking, good looking cover. I'm gonna put Dork somewhere really good. I don't want to drop it. I think I'll put it right back in here. All right, and then also I have this Moon Knight #1, where he looks like a mummy. I'm gonna stack them up right there. I'll back them up when I get done. And then I have Spider-Man Noir #5. Which I see there's a show coming out with that, right? Looks like it's gonna be pretty good. forget who's playing Spider-Man. Was it Nick Cage? Someone crazy. Venom, number 254. Century 1 ad on the back of these. Most of them. Shadows of Tomorrow, Wade Wilson, Deadpool, number 1, all new, ongoing, dangerous, unhinged, and deadly. Boom. Who could imagine another Deadpool number 1, right? Oops. Alright, let's gotta go back here. And then, Amazing Spider-Man, number 5, Torn. Fighting a demon, unless it's some chick demon. What was I can't think of her name now. Can't think of the demon's name. That anyway. And then there is this Black Cat number 7, which I guess maybe a somewhat suggestive cover where they're holding on to Venom's tongue. And that's all the Marvel stuff it looks like. And then I grabbed this, well, these are in my pull box, Image Books. King Spawn number 52. And The Curse of Shirley Johnson, number 4. These have some cool covers. I just put number 2 in my binder that's all split covers. Number 2's got like a split cover where it's, you know, like a person and a demon. See, this is kind of a split cover. Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger, number 13, cover A. He's walking up in between, but it looks like 2 halves of a monster face on either side. Kind of different. That's everything that was in my pull box. So here's a couple books that I got from Rack. There's a Boom book, called The Center Holds. A percentage of sales from the Center Holds will be donated to the Hero Initiative. But it's a Larry Hama book, Janice Chang. This is number 1, Center Holds number 1, which was in, say, the Rack. And then there's one more book here from the Discerning Reader Rack. This is a Dark Horse book, and I think it's related to Hellboy. Yeah, From the World of Hellboy, The Crown, A Tale of Hell, number 1 of 2. So, that's everything. It was in my pull box on February 11th. So what is in here is the stuff that was in my pull box on February 18th, last Wednesday. Today's Monday, 23rd. A little Spidey book. I've got all my numbers of Spider-Man that I have. And shows the Spider-Man books that I need from 1 to 250. I don't know. I got probably 150 of them. I need some of the big ones still. I'll be working on that later. All right, let me run through this really quick. I may have to do a quick edit. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to do it just like this. Nope, just like this. It's the best for last. Alright. So this is everything I picked up from Comics Corner. Oh, I forgot to do it before we started. Before I do these last ones, I'm going to do the dad jokes. So I'm going to pull a card off the top of the totally embarrassing dad joke deck. Got 3 jokes on it. I haven't seen them, haven't read them, don't know what they are. If you don't laugh, then You're gonna have to move in with me in my new house and help me sort books. So here we go. Why did the poor dog chase his tail? Because he was trying to make ends meet. I didn't realize my furnace came on. We're gonna just go over that. Did you hear about the cheese that had deja vu? It thought it had seen all this Brie 4. Brie 4, get it? Brie? Which cheese is made backwards? Eat 'em. Made backwards. Alright, so that may be the last dad jokes. I may have to go to ex-wife jokes. Anyway, I'll be nice. Maybe. So, first thing I got out of in my pull box, what was it? February 18th, last Wednesday, or the Wednesday passed. Fantastic Four, number 8. What does it say? Legacy 734. Instead of the Invisible Woman, it's the Invincible Woman. If that's Sue, looking pretty wicked. And then, Wolverine, Weapons of Armageddon, issue 1, where he's fighting Nuke, right? And that Nuke, the guy with the flag on his face. These here too, because they're unbagged. And then there is X-Men number 25, Shadows of Tomorrow, with heads in the crosshairs. There's a scope. Similar to that book I just showed a few minutes ago, right? And Dungeons of Doom number 2, where the Red Hulk's about to grab, I don't know if that's the white, what's his name? Opposite of the Black Panther, white something, can't remember now. And then this is Wolverine number 16, where it looks like he's, a Panosian cover. Looks like he's going up against Alpha Flight. There's Puck and Heather Hudson, right? The heat went off. I'm gonna power through. And then this is Uncanny X-Men, where monsters dwell, and it looks like Morbius can take a bite out of Jubilee. And got this Ultimate Endgame number 4 on the back of all these. Oh, and this is Null number 2. I haven't checked into the Null stuff yet. I never actually did read all of the King in Black, a little bit of it. Actually, this is Generation X 23, number 1. Now there's 2 X23s. Kid X23. I don't know what that is. I haven't checked into those, but gotta keep the run going. Captain America number 7, Doom Shadow Part 2, and it is the Red Hulk. Beating the brakes off Captain America, looks like. And Amazing Spider-Man 22, which is a split cover. I'm going to have to go pick up another one of those if there is one, so I can put it in my split cover book. I'm actually going to have to get another book because it's full. That was all the Marvel stuff. So now I have this image book, which is the Walking Dead Deluxe 131. So I think now they're, so that last cover looked like they were the guys hiding in the ditch while the Whisperers walked by. They heard people talking in the middle of the zombies, if you remember that. But now, so that should be the start of the Whisperers thing. So anyway, now here I have a book from Learning Reader Rack. So what I picked up, and this is Viking Moon, 2 of 3. Oh, there's must be 3. There's a werewolf book. Pretty cool cover. Werewolf sitting there with a Viking sword stuck through him. Looks like a dead Viking at his feet. And stuff on him. So anyway, I should probably put that in a better spot, but it's up there now. I wonder, it looked like it was back so far. I got all my stuff messed up. Like I got everything everywhere. So that's all I got. I'd appreciate it if you'd like, comment, share, and subscribe. Go back here to my comic closet where we bring comics and comic collecting right out of the closet. So thank you.